Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 2, Episode 149, with me, Cid, almost at 150, and judging by the builds around the area, it's starting to show. Now, I'm over here because I actually came across with a comment book, and I started working on clearing out the last of these books and stocking the shelves, just, you know, because they bug me when they're just sat there doing nothing. And it's a while since we've been over here, and I got to thinking that there is something I need to do, and I am going to go and I'm going to go and grab it now before we start with the comments. It is night time, so we shall scooch across quickly because I just heard that bow being drawn, ready to shoot me. Yeah, so I've been playing around with a few ideas, a few comments and things, and I'll come to the comments in a moment, but I would like a placer. Oops, I need to turn that on. Auto placer. I think that one will do the trick nicely. What am I missing? I'm missing one of those. So that should, if I stick something in it, it should place it. Oops, and my saw, as ever, is overly efficient. Now, a block breaker is an entirely different thing. Now, that's a long range breaker. That is a auto breaker. I don't want an auto breaker. I want a simple, because I don't think we can. Let me just check this one. There is no redstone torch. No, that's not quite what I wanted. Pulse. Deactivation. Pulse. So that's just pulsing. So if I go deactivate and then get a button. I mean, this is trivial, by the way. This is just something that should. Oh, of course, you've got a redstone. Oh, you've got a redstone signal. That's not going to help, is it? So if I put you in there at the moment, it's going to break it. I need to invert that. So how do I invert that? I suppose if I were to put a torch on the redstone, yeah, I might. We could possibly do it that way. Let's take it. I'm going to want a button as well, although I will take a wooden button because it's nicer. And we'll keep you, and then I need some item ducting of some description. Now, I keep on regretting, you know, the decision not to put thermal into this pack, but, you know, it's not the end of the world. And I could, I mean, don't get me wrong, I could put thermal in, that's not a problem. So I want you, and if I just check my cables bag, I have some item pipe, so that's fine. In fact, we'll get a little bit of that out as well. Redstone torch, redstone signal, blah blah blah. Let us quickly sleep, and we'll head over and just get this little quality of life thing done. Hopefully a quality of life thing, I should say. Yeah, so the problem is, as when I'm doing those, and the thought is, of course, is that once we've finished here, we can turn this back on, both of these, and we'll start getting lots of enchanted stuff again to fill up our library. But right now I don't want to do it because it's a pain to actually manage what's going on over here. Now, whether we keep this library or not is also another matter. We may want a bigger one, but I don't think so. I think there's a lot of work and effort and things gone into this. There are some changes I may make to it, and I will, like the chiseled stuff, for example, and I may come back to that later. So the problem is simply this. If I were to get this power for roasting bow, and I put the power on, I got the roasting on. I don't want the roasting, so I take the power 4, I come over to here. That wouldn't go in because it's full. I actually don't want power 4 either, we're full on that. So what I then do is I break that block and replace it. Simple enough. Right, now what I would like to do is I would like to break it and replace it automatically based on a thing, and I should have brought some redstone with me, shouldn't I? But I haven't got any. Redstone bag, please. Oh yes, I am well equipped. So yeah, we can basically come in here and I want to take you out and you out. You're an ender library, that's fine. You and you and you can come out there. We should probably get some. Have I got some kind of block that I can utilize that is obviously not thing? That will do. So we're going to place the auto placer there, and I think if I pop the ender bookshelf in there, bang, it gets placed. It gets placed facing the wrong way round, however. Can we then use that? That's a good question. No, we can't. Damn. How do we get around that then? We could possibly do it from above. Let's try that. This may, of course, completely not work. Where have you placed the edge? I think that is being placed facing that way. That is not a problem. And the library. Placer. And a bookshelf. Haha, you see? So then, oh, that's going to power that though, isn't it? I think, is it going to power that? I don't know. We'll work it. We'll work that one out in a moment. We are going to basically come in. We're going to have the auto breaker is going to be there. No. The auto breaker is not going to be there. The auto breaker is going to be there. And the item extractor is going to be there. Right. So that needs toggling to hang on. Is this going to be even easier than I thought? It is. All right. Well, I ain't going to complain. I always like it when things go easy. Now, the idea, of course, here is quite simple. What we're going to do is we are going to fill this back in. We'll grab you. We'll fill this all back in back here. We'll take our block and block. We shall stick you there, and we shall pop that there. And then as I come in, and I've got law 2, power, law, break it, place it. Done. Now I think the law's actually full, but you know, it is. But have we got any law 1s in there that we don't want? No, but rather than waste a law 2, which I did see there. I hate wasting things. I am terrible for this. Yeah, so I'd much rather come and do this and waste than waste it. Now, oh, that's not right. That's there. Law. Anyway, that just means that it's going to be a lot easier for me to work this particular thing. We'll take my redstone bag, we'll pop that torch away back in there. We shall pop you away, we'll get my cables bag and we'll pop that away, and we'll pop you away in there, and you will go there. But that works. I mean, it's great. You would just bang, bang. Cheap, simple, efficient, does the job. Right, so now we've got that particular little distraction out of the way. I can process these quite easily, and I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, that's that. It helps a little, not a huge amount, but you know, a little, which is kind of what you go for, isn't it, really? I should really need to sort my inventory out a bit. However, let's move back to this, episode 149. This is comments, of course, comments over the last few episodes since the last time I did them. I should also have a little snooze if I can. Can I snooze on these? No, can I? Oh, I can't snooze there because no. Chisel and bits, you are not going to snooze on me. So, since last episode, when we finished off getting the building done and had to play with some trains, it's been the last 5, 6, 10 episodes, hasn't it? Play with trains. We got a few comments. So first quick thing, Instruct Tube says, I believe the missing tree is a hop seed tree. Yes, it is. That's the one I need. Also, is there any sort of redstone controlled hopper? You can set the correct tick delay on that to make sure you weren't losing anything. Well, we had hoppers before on the actual machine. Let's head over there. Hello, spiders. Oh, hello, zombie. Hello, creeper. We had them originally, and we have still got them on these. They were suggested, and they fed at the rate that the machine feeds. Problem is, that's actually very slow. It's one item every 2.5 one item every 2.5 seconds, is it? Something like that. I can't remember the exact rate hoppers feed. I think it's 2.5 seconds per item. So yeah, not the best. Not the best by a long shot. Where the hell this is doing, by the way? Sorry, I'm just curious. I get distracted so easily. That is empty. And that is empty. So that's the coal coat machine finished. Sorry, I'm just checking all the things while I'm doing it. So yeah, the new machine, the new super duper big machine. Now this is going to move as well. Actually, this really does need to have a new location. Oh, we've got plenty of coal coat. We've got graphite rods, and we've got quite a bit of steel. So that's handy. We'll clear that up in a minute. How's this one doing? That's empty. So we probably need to whack some coal and iron in there as well. I'll get that done in a mo. Well, I'm also going to turn on the fishing machines. So yeah, the new one will actually deal with the volume, and as long as we don't ask it for something stupid like 1024 plates, then they shouldn't ever despawn. So that's the thing. Okay, next one. Wayne Francisco. I don't know whether that's Francisco, whether that's first name, surname, or whichever way around. But anyway, thank you for the comment. If you're going to put some tracks there, put a minecart gauge, because the gauge is often used in mountains and quarries. Now, that gave me an idea. So let's just have a little wander over here, because I need to... Oh, hang on. Let me just take you. Boop. You can come with me. I'll pop you in while we're at it. We'll feed that, and we'll bring some iron and... coal across with us while we're at that. What was I saying? So yeah, that is a very, very good idea, and it is let's have a look. Railroad mine area. So it kind of gives me the idea to put like a mine shaft in that's run by railroad and bring that up to the top. We'll get some some coal and various heaps of stuff, so that is a nice idea. I like that. And I still need to do something with the map room, and yeah, paper automation still needs to happen. I've got so many things I want to do and never enough time to do in plate factory. That is now done. Let me put you away there. So that was that. Now the next thing is Mugsot Tricky says, not sure if you used the Little Tiles mod, Sid. It's really good. If you have used it, what are your thoughts on it? Well, I haven't, but I've always used chisels and bits, and I always assumed, incorrectly, that it was just another chisels and bits style mod. However, there was not the only comment on Little Tiles mod. Akira Fuma said, I don't know, I'm going to regret it. You probably are. But you should check out the Little Tiles mod to add in addition to chisels and bits. You can do some insane things with that combo. Also would help you with your larger door predicament. So I have added the Little Tiles mod. In fact, if we just jump in here and go at little, you'll see we have the little hammer. We have a little recipe, little advanced recipe, little saw, little bag, little wrench, little screwdriver, little chisel, little paintbrush. I thought there was a little... Have they moved on since then? Little importer, little exporter, little workbench, some little storage blocks, little particle blocks, little clean block, clean floor, grainy. So these are all basically allows you to colour the blocks, water, white water, colour block thinnest, thicker. I have no idea what half of this stuff does, by the way. This is all new to me. Dyes a tile, so that's presumably for those, maybe. Little glove, no idea. So these are all things we're going to have a look at. And we're going to specifically have a look at the door side of things. However, I'm going to just do those little jobs that I spotted, and I'll pop you back into the storeroom. And yeah, I will be back with you in a mo. Alright, that's all of that done now. There is one other job I need to do. Well, I don't desperately need to do it, but I'm gonna. And that is, I need to find some iron. That's lava. That is cassiterite tin, off the top of my head. So we are down to the last 9,500. I know it sounds ludicrous now I say it, but we are down to the last 9,500 thousand iron. I put a whole load of iron in this system to make more steel, but what I don't want to do is end up in a position where we actually run out. So I want to check, see if we've found any more iron reserves, and if we have silt, that just gets me. That's clay, isn't it? It's a very expensive way of getting clay, though. Well, power wise it is, and I have other alternatives for getting clay, so some ideas. So I'm just going to hunt quickly through our selection of that's another silt selection of these. I still am aware that at some point I need to try and come up with a system. I haven't actually come up with an idea for how to manage these things in the map room that I'm happy with, and obviously you need to be happy with what you're doing, don't you? If you don't, it's bad. So at the moment I'm just kind of stuck with the same old thing. I should probably also check the two nodding donkeys to make sure that they are actually still produce. Well, they will produce oil. That always doesn't matter how it works. If there's something there, it will produce a small amount, but it is only a trace, so and certainly not worth a power investment. So let me have a little hunt around. I shall be back in a moment. Alright, first Noddy Donkey is okay, it's still producing oil. There's still 12,000 or whatever that is, 12 million millibuckets over that one. This one I'm just this is still 10 million millibuckets, so that's good. And more importantly, we have found a magnetite vein. It is over here. I think these just need to be kept in a vault, you know, to be honest, the ones that are worthwhile, and we can maybe shade the glass in the map room to indicate that it's been done, because this is this one here, that goes in there, and we can put that lot away, and we can start grabbing out the ender chest. This, that's right, isn't it? That, and that, and I don't know, that one probably. And that should be everything. That should be everything we need, he says, not getting everything he needs out to make up the where are you? Heavy machinery excavator. So you are going to go in there. That gives me one of those, and we can pop you down. And we just get the chunkier one. That works. So if I pop you down there, and then take that out, that should work, shouldn't it? So yeah, I'm going to pop down the excavator. That will get a whole load of magnetite, and the world will be good and happy again. So I'll get that done. Be back in a second. Alright, it's up and running, and it is now getting iron ore, so that's good. We should start seeing, there we go, iron ore going into the system. So iron is now back and sorted, and we can now get back to our regularly scheduled program, which is, if anything to go by, is going to be definitely somewhat erratic. So we've got that going, we've got that. So I'm thinking we're going to grab we're going to get the tools for this little doors. Wow, it gets a bit laggy getting over here, doesn't it? Mind you, there is a fair bit of stuff going on, so that's hardly surprising, really. I mean, just look at the blocks and everything loading in. Yeah, I probably need to restart my PC, to be honest, as well. So the thoughts for a mine area are to maybe put the mine shaft coming in and going down that way underneath from here, and we'll build this into a mining yard. We'll bring some narrow gauge track out this way as well, have some of that, and then we'll have some interchange areas. The doors are this one and this one are okay. I might be out of fly juice. The doors in question that we're having issues with, as you well know, are these ones here. Let me just quickly sleep. And that is because the timber that we used to make these is different. Even though that's spruce and that's spruce, it doesn't match. And if we pop in here and have a look, have I got any of that spruce? I've got some spruce. I've got a spruce. Here we go. We have the spruce. And we'll take that and we'll grab the fancy, I think, maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's fancy. I think that's what we used, isn't it? Yes, it is. We've got that, but it doesn't match. and that is where the tiny blocks, tiny bricks, tiny things come in. So we need to go and make the tools, but what I think we probably also need is a quantum bag for our advanced detailed building tools, because we have, if we go into our tools bag, we've also got another chisels and bits bag there. I may have some bits bags here, look, and of course we've got chisels and bits bag, patterns, bits, chisels. Think that is, I don't know why that's there. Let's have those out and put those away. I wanted those for something, I just can't remember what it was. I think that is, oh, that's the chisels and bits. That's from a couple of, that's actually probably an advanced kind of building tool as well. I think the rest is probably in the normal tools. I don't think there's anything in there that's specifically, yeah, I think this is tools. There's tools. So let's go and pop that away. We'll bring you over here. What colour haven't I? I haven't actually used a purple bag. Okay, so we need quantum. And I want a quantum purple bag. Make me one of those to start off with. Thank you very much. Make me one of those. Thank you. Make me one of those. I don't mind if you do. And make me some of that and that, and then get some purple. And we'll dye it purple. And we shall rename it. Alright, I'm not a huge amount the wiser. It is not as easy as you might first think. Very powerful mod, but I need to remember it. I've got to work it out, and the video that I watched is not actually quite current. So let us learn together. First things first, we need to ensure that this place is mob safe. Oh no, Enderman, we don't worry about him. He is not going to cause any trouble. He, however, does need to go away. Who's over there? There's definitely somebody hiding. There's a sheep. Oh, hello. Mine hits harder. That sheep will come in handy. I have also, between episodes, gone out and got a whole load of rustic, not rustic, Animania mobs, sheeps, because I would like to actually, I haven't really done much with farming in this thing, and that because when we started this, the Animania mobs themselves were actually quite unreliable, but that is no longer the case. Right, so if I put a block down here, just like that, for example, and I'm going to, I had to get rid of the crafting size because I think so. If we just take this out and break again, I haven't, that's not very good. It doesn't quite snap the same. Oh damn it, hang on. Control E, but at least Control Z is the undo key. Used. I wonder if this will actually, it looks like it may actually work with chisels and bits as well, which would be very strange. You know what? I'm going to just bring you up to a full cube, and we are going to take out, if I can, let me do it from this side maybe. that. Oh god, this is not as easy in some respects as I was expecting it to be, but yeah, well, we'll work around it. I've never let it bother me before, so why am I going to let it bother me now, huh? Oh dear. This is, yeah. I'm going to take you down. Can we just get you down to a pixel? I know it's painful, but maybe we can just take these out. I'll be back in a second once I've got, I should only need one of these, shouldn't I? So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I've managed to get, after much faffing around, a plane 3 pixels wide and that deep, and that is as far as I got. However, if you right click and shift right click with a plan on it, very much like you would with World Edit with a axe, you end up with a plan which you then save, and you tell it that it is going to be, say, a fixed item. It's going to be that. We're going to save you, and we can basically use that very much like a blueprint to now. If I can just get this, let me have a look. 1 2 3 4 5 3 6 7. That's come here, you get back in. No, I'm gonna. I think what we'll do is we'll put it in, and we'll use this. Undo. No. How do I get you? Cube bar size 3. You're being awkward. Okay, not a problem. We can do this. One, that's 6 off. That, oh damn it, undo. Keep on pressing U for undo, which is, that's 3. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Perfect. Then you just take this lot out and duplicate that. Oh, hello. I appear to have picked up some structures along the way, but that's fine. And I'm sure there are faster ways of doing this. So before anybody goes, dude, you're doing this, making way too much effort of this, remember this is the first time I've ever used the mod. So, you know. Right, so we're going to take this, we're going to configure it, we're going to clear it, and yes, and we are going to take you and there and save, and you are going to be a fixed item of that, and then oh damn it, let's try that again, shall we? And then have a quick snooze if I can find my sleeping bag before the mobs come along to join us. So at the moment all we actually managed to do is create what we're doing with that is create a door well, I'll rephrase that. We've managed to create a block which is so high and so wide across. Now I'm not going to muck around with these, I'm just going to keep these to the center, but what I do want to do is Yeah. You've got a whole thing: drag plane, drag line, drag wall, drag cylinder, drag sphere, drag box, plane, bar, and cube. And we can make the cube a whole one, and we can line that up and go bang. But that didn't really help me, did it? No, it did not. So we shall. What happens if we? That just allows me to extend or okay, yeah, fine. In which case we'll take you off. We're going to take you and place you. That's really not going to happen, is it? This is confusing. So here's a question. I wonder whether it will work with the chisels and bits block. I don't know, is the answer, by the way. But there is one way to find out. Get me a bag. Get me some of those. And then we can... that really should have been... Ooh. That's going to be a pain. We'll just do them on the outside then. Okay, that's problem solved. And then we can just come from here. And just keep it simple. Like that, perhaps. It's not brilliant, I'll be the first to admit it. But let's see what happens now if I go and go from there to there. Save it, and this time it is going to be a axis door. I want the axis to be where? Change the view. Hang on then. So the axis needs to go over to there and there, I think. That kind of works. I'm going to give it a very short duration of 10. So that's, maybe give it slightly slower duration like that. Okay, and save. Let me take out this door here. Let me experiment a little bit. So you are going to go there, and then there's not a way of flipping this. I thought there was. Let me just double check. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I think I have it. Now, this has taken a lot of faffing, a hell of a lot of just bits and pieces of any old rubbish that we could find lying around. And a lot of trial and error. It's not the most intuitive thing in the world. So if I first things first, let me return a few items to my inventory, including those doors. That's about it really, that lot. For this lot we can pop that and that away. The wrench is apparently something we use to copy plans, apparently, into this little workbench table. So we'll experiment with all of that at some other time. We've got both of the doors at the moment. We'll put that away. We shall put you away. So this one, which is, no, this is the other. So this one here, this is one we did first off, and if we press the C, we've got the axis over here. It is set to 20. It's orientated, it's fixed. Now if you change the swap thing, you can, it's set to 90 at the moment. Bear that in mind, that will come in useful later. So we come in, we place you, bang. That did not seem right to me. Hang on a second, hopefully nothing's changed. No, that looks, oh, about the same. That one doesn't, however. I'm not too worried about the slight difference, because it's a matter of whether, oh man, they are going to be glitchy, aren't they? This is of course an experimental mod, bear that in mind as well. It's only beta, so yeah, it does need to be kept in mind there. Can we just, let's go there actually. Oh, hang on, that's not quite what we wanted. Swap the normal. What have we managed to do there? Save, like that. That's more like it. So what we probably should do, and I haven't figured out a way to undo these yet, so I've just been binning them because they're only a bit of wooden stuff anyway. It's not the end of the world, nothing to write home about. So that's that one, and then we'll get rid of you and we'll place you in there. So that's the outside door. This one is exactly the same. We've got the axis in the middle there, but I've changed it, orientated. I've changed the direction to -90. I couldn't work out how to flip the design. It just wasn't going to have it. They're sure there is a way. Now I did try playing around with another mod in this pack as well, called Command Cam, which allows you to record your builds and stuff and fly around and then play them back. So, and that had put some peculiar things in, some views and pans and all sorts of strange things. Now I haven't taken the mod off, but I have taken that off. That definitely tried to grow, didn't it? It just didn't do very well at it. Interesting. Did the other one ever grow? I can't remember where I planted the other one. Let's have that. Let's have that up. Anyway, so long story short, it doesn't seem to be a bad mod. It certainly has lots of potential. I think it needs dev work. I'm going to leave it in because we've used those doors now, and I'm not changing them back out again. However, I am going to stick you there, and I'm going to stick one of you. Oh, hello. Sorry, getting distracted. I was getting excited at the prospect of a cave. One of those there. But yeah, we've achieved. We've got some plans. I haven't really got as much done as I would like, but we have got those doors done. And I would like to put that and that away. And hang on, let me put that away, and then we can things. We've got a nice little thing for all of our dooforhickeys that we're playing with now. That's just another fun thing to play with. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye for now.